Hello everyone. It's wonderful to see such a nice crowd here gathered to celebrate the International Women's Day. So welcome all of you. I think most of the women who are here today would agree with me when I say that we've all had an opportunity and freedom to pursue the career of your choice. But many of you would also agree that it's not the case for all the women who are in the world, at least in India. And gender skewness is one of the primary reasons why many of the women are not able to go to the top of the career ladder. And that's one of the key reasons that you need more women at the top to inspire, to motivate, and create opportunities to young leaders to can emerge and grow into the top of their echelon. But here at Borderless Access, we are fortunate to have many leaders who continue to inspire and lead their team to achieve business objectives on a day-to-day basis. Shah, you are here with me today. We have Ruchika, who is the CEO and founder of Borderless Access. Usha, who heads HR and administration, and we have Bela, who is finance. Please join me in welcoming them. To you, Ruchika, first question is to you. Times are changing and women's representation is improving in leadership positions, but it's still quite skewed at the top. So, what are the major challenges that you see in your view, and what are some of the changes that you have seen in the last couple of years?
Sure. So thank you, Ashwin, and wishing everyone at Borderless Access and the world at large and happy Women's Day. So the skew at the leadership level is not just India; it's a global phenomena. Uh, I would say traditionally women were the nurturers of the family. So over centuries, it's just been that women were looking after family while men were going out to work. And to change that phenomena, it's taking time. India is a little far behind as per global statistics also. And the primary reason where we see, at least, where the largest drop happens as far as women being in the workforce is at childcare time. So essentially, when you have a new baby coming into the family, the woman is the primary caregiver, has to be there to nurture the child, and very often women are unable to come back or are not getting the support, or they themselves may take a call of not coming back. So there is a drop even when women get married, but we've noticed that the largest drop is at childcare time, and that's really you've reached like at a mid-level in your professional career, and at that's the reason why we see a skew in leadership positions, that you have fewer leaders on the top. But I would say in the last few years, at least in the last 7 to 10 years, there's been a fair skew of more and more women coming to join the workforce. Primary reason being that all of you are very independent. You all have been educated by your family to pursue your dreams. So everyone wants to be financially independent, and therefore they have joined the organization and are also wanting to give all within themselves to prosper. So that makes a big change. Like your own personal attitude adds a lot. Globally, companies also are having mandates to include gender diversity. It's a known fact that when you have a good mix of men and women working together, it's so much better for the organization. Women are known to be having great interpersonal skills, multitasking skills. They are more emotional. They are more willing to speak out in terms of connecting with people. So all that brings a good mix to the entire team relationships. And because companies are mandating it, they're also having special programs where they're trying to reskill women who have taken a break and, asking them to come back to the organization. One more thing, COVID has also helped us a lot in terms of small and medium companies. liking the fact that okay, we can hire people to work remotely, work from home permanently, so that the workforce doesn't suffer. So earlier, small companies or medium companies did not believe that work could continue seamlessly if you were permanently working from home. But now everyone knows it can be done. So that's a great opportunity for women where due to various reasons, if they can't come back to office, they can continue to be part of the system. So these are some of the key changes that I've seen. And at BA itself, I'm really proud to say that we almost have a 60-40 kind of a gender split. So it's wonderful. And at a leadership level, we are about 25%. So the idea is even at leadership level, we should be at a 50-50. And that is what all I had to say.
Sure, I think it's interesting to see how we've arrived at this 40%. We've grown steadily over the last 4-5 years, but a steep has been high in the last 2 years itself. Going back to what Ruchika said, the flexibilities that the organizations are offering is making us attract more and more female talent. And we're very proud to say that 25% of our leadership is women. That's very encouraging. And always Borderless Access has been known to be flexible, right? And I think we've continued the flexibility even post pandemic. And interestingly, you should say that we've grown rapidly in the last 2 years. And earlier there was a little bit of hesitation, let's face it, both from the organization and also from the candidate perspective to be able to work in the night shift, especially referring to the female employees. But that scene has changed dramatically. Today, 22% of the population that works in the night shift 22% is the female population, that works in the night shift. That is the graveyard shifts also included, which means they log in at about 7, anything between 2 to next day 4 a.m. So that's encouraging for all of us to know. I think the flexibility has always been there, even in the leadership team. If you see, we wanted to make it like a win-win situation for the women employees. There is talent available, and sometimes our talent is very niche. We do not want to let go of them, so we provide a platform so that we get most of what we want, and they're also able to contribute. So we've always created that balance. So very proud to say that we were probably the pioneers in having this remote working long before COVID as well. Not to forget what the government has already done for the women employees in terms of extending the mat leave, 3 months becoming 6 months. I'm sure some of you will be able to identify with it. It's come as a boon to us. So they're not only ready to take on take care of the baby, the newborn, but also they're ready prepping themselves to come back to workforce. They're able to build the infrastructure back home. So it's a win-win situation from all angles, I would say, Ashwin.
Yeah, thank you, Usha. Bela, the next question is to you. You lead a critical function at Borderless Access, which is finance. This is typically a male-dominated function, I would say. And how do you see things shaping up in your side of the world, and not just BA? And how do you see yourself contributing to?
So I would say there is definitely a positive change. I started my professional journey in 2004. As per one of the research conducted on Fortune 500 companies, back then the percentage of women CFO was hardly 3 to 4%. However, if we compare it now, the percentage has increased to 18%. Future is very bright. We now see a lot more women in finance. If I talk about my team, we have almost 40% women.